Me. Alright, now to the point. This is instructions on how to start or take away the fear of not doing a YouTube video. It's absolutely possible to do a YouTube video. Absolutely possible. You can do it. You can make a simple video and then upload it. Now, in my other videos, I know that I have already done it at the very end of the day. And at the very end of the day, it's very peaceful and it's very quiet. But here, I think I have a better shot because I'm here on this country road. I'm all by myself, and the video is going to be kind of you're actually going to be with me. Now, this is not a blog. This is absolutely instruction. YouTube is actually making it very easy to upload video content, but your content has to be relative to a certain type of audience that's going to listen to you. Now, let me take this off. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to restate everything. You are going to have the persuasion after all this to start doing YouTube videos, because you can see that I'm in different types of environments and I'm actually just knocking these out. And so if I can do it, you can actually do it. But I'm going to give you strategy. Don't just upload anything. What you got to have is a strategy as you're doing it. One of the strategies is do raw. R-A-W, raw content. Absolutely, as it's happening. Now, you can say that it's kind of like police, what would you call it, police cam, and you can actually see what is going on. And some of the times, I think I'm just going to do a faceless, like you won't see my face. That's one. Also, that's actually the second strategy that's becoming popular, is that you can actually do a YouTube video without actually presenting your face. You don't necessarily have to see me, you can actually hear me, and then you can go ahead and get all the instructions that you need, and you don't have to be looking at my face. That's two. That's the second thing that I learned. Now, there is a motive in why that I'm doing this, is because this country road is so quiet. I'm actually afraid of falling asleep at the wheel. So I'm doing this to protect myself, that you can have the persuasion that if he can do that, then I can do it too. Usually, people do it as they're riding their bike and they make the video. But for me, this is a long shot stretch, and it should do fairly well. I just want to, actually, those are my reasons. Now, the third strategy I think that would be really helpful to y'all is to know that YouTube is actually making it very easy for small content creators to get their videos noticed and to get them uploaded. It's very easy to upload. You'll see some things in the uploading process that might daunt you, but just go ahead and go through all those little questions. There's going to ask you certain questions before you upload. And here's pretty much question number one. Is this content for children? Now, if you press that button, what's going to happen is going to deactivate all comments, because they don't want children at that type of age group being able to respond to the video, so they'll cut it off. The ability of you at the end of your video, you won't be able to hear nobody's comments. That was kind of strange to see, actually. I'll probably have to check this video to see if you can actually see what's in the background. Strategy number 4 is you got to be careful of your background to make sure that you're not revealing anything that shouldn't be revealed, like license plates, small children, of course, people's addresses, etc., etc. You have to see that this is making YouTube videos is a job. You got to take it as serious as a job. Now, you might become a little bit repetitive, but the point is to get the message out to the public that these certain strategies do work. I'm going to touch it so you don't see anything, and I'll be right back. Hold on. So you mean to tell me that you can be walking your dog and actually doing a video? Yeah, totally. I know a minute can be a long time, but yeah, you know, if you can have the strategy of just upload raw content and you're actually getting raw content, it makes it a lot more intriguing that whatever you're doing right now with this video, I mean, as you're watching this video, 20 minutes is going to go by. That is going to be your mark time to upload a 20-minute video. Don't do 15, don't do 12, don't do 10. You've got to do a 20-minute video. Now why? What you're trying to do is you're going to try to have the algorithm count 40,000 watched hours. 40,000? I'm sorry, yeah, 4,000 watch hours. So with just 4,000 watch hours and have 1,000 subscribers, you can actually have this algorithm accept you into a higher tier or a higher level. I know that I'm making a correlation, but there is something called games, and you spend all this time up or advancing your characters to get to the next level. You never want to stay at the bottom level, level 1. You always want to upgrade to the next level. So, in the game of YouTube, so to speak, as an analogy, you want to get to the next level. So, here's the strategy. People use shorts. People use shorts as far as get the subscription. You can go ahead and do that if you want to. But as far as strategy goes, it's not a good idea if your target is to get to 4,000 watch hours according to the algorithm. You'll get subscriptions, You'll get subscriptions, but not your watched hours. Is that clear? Now, the other thing is that with the shorts, you will get your subscribers, however, you will not get paid as much as you would with ads after accomplishing the 4,000 watch hours. I think I said that slow enough to get the point across. I know you're seeing my beard and all that, but you're getting absolutely raw content. Now, to move on, there are certain motives in your life that's going to push you to do a YouTube video. It's actually going to give you the momentum that you need and the ridiculous, drunk addiction to make a YouTube video. Now, I've been seeing that because of this country road, it's so hypnotizing that the possibility of me just conking out and falling asleep is very, very high. So instead of drinking coffee all the time, what I came up with, and also to do YouTube videos in order to stay awake, is the liquids helping? No, is it causing me to go to the bathroom so much? And you know, it just makes the experience very unpleasant. All right, now I'm going to make these YouTube videos not for kids, so that I'll be able to hear your comments, because the other videos that I did prior to this, I have them all for children, which means I'll never be able to see the responses or comments that you can possibly give me. So what are other strategies to upload YouTube content? I'm giving it to you as I'm learning. I think that's the best way to do it, because then you'll be able to see growth. Like, you'll be able to grow with me in this situation. So, for one, don't blog. All right. If you want to, for some reason the algorithm is not really accepting blogs. Now, I know that could be a debate in and of itself. But as far as, now, I'm going to start calling myself the YouTube submarine, because I'm constantly on YouTube, constant. And I'm seeing what other people are doing, especially this man called Dante London. So Mr. London is actually doing something that's very, very successful. And he's pushing out content, but in an instructional form. He stepped away from doing blogs of his life and actually uploading very personal things. We're saying, I say we, in reference to Dante London, that do not upload the blogs. That's the strategy. The strategy is to upload raw content that is very instructional, that you're going to walk away from this being persuaded in a way that saying, well, if I can do it in these type of circumstances, you can do it. Now, YouTube is actually going to preach about itself. Okay, YouTube is always going to upload content about itself. So, one thing that I've seen in these newborn, I feel like a newborn baby, and making YouTube content, but I'm learning as I go. One thing is that your actions with your phone is actually being recorded, and YouTube is going to make recommendations based on what you're doing on your phone. That's one thing I just found out. So if you are beginning to do this YouTube content, what's going to happen is that the algorithm is going to pick up on it, and then your recommendations are going to be filled with new creator content videos. And I wasn't even calling for it. I wasn't even looking for it. Now you say, well, how can you do that? Well, this is pretty much like a phone call. It's the same type of format that I would use when doing phone calls, or when I would receive a phone call. Excuse me. Oh, wait a minute, I gotta check my back. I'll tilt you up. Excuse me for a second. Just go over what I said to you, okay? It'll give you time to just regurgitate those things that I just mentioned to you. All right, so you probably are taking notes. So there you go. That was your time to take notes. You're going to see everything flip around just for a second. It's okay. And there. All right, there you go. Now, I like to do it on a straightaway, so you don't see anything. All right, to move on with the content here, for the instruction, you got to move away from your blogs, and you got to get instructional. Like, even if you are, say, like a hunter, and don't do a blog about hunting, but do the instruction on how to upload YouTube content while you're hunting. So you're mixing both worlds together, and you're still accomplishing your purpose in what you do. You actually take away, here's one point, you actually take away the pressure of doing a YouTube video because you're mixing it with your daily function. And so I can do YouTube videos every single solitary day. Why? Because I have this long stretch of road, and it will keep me awake. And I can give to you exactly what I'm learning. Now, here's the other strategy. Go ahead and cut and paste. Got that? Go ahead and cut and paste. If you see somebody on YouTube that's being very successful, that is up and coming, they're not really there yet in the big field of things as far as big time, but you see them, I would say, you see them actually being, something's working, a strategy that's working. Go ahead and copy them. Go ahead and copy them. YouTube is very much copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste as far as strategy, all right? And I think that's very clear in what I'm talking about. It's very doable. And for the most part, you know, you can figure out what I'm doing, but I can't say what I'm doing. But you can definitely figure it out based on what's happening around me. Now, the other thing is that I'm just going to do a part 2 to this, because I'm a YouTube submarine, and I'm just seeing all these other people have all these strategies, and I'm kind of loaded, or I should say bloated, by the time I get to you, because I got all this things that I've seen other people do, and I'm just passing it on to you about how to think. Now, you can say that, oh yeah, well, where's your views? Well, I've been persuaded. And I think that's one big thing that you have to get to a point is you have to be persuaded to do this. Like something in your life is actually pushing you to do a YouTube video. And you just do it because you want to do it. You understand? All right. Now, I think those things are clear. Very, very clear. Okay, till then. Hey!